Good morning, everyone. So, in the last class, we have started with the revision of chapter number 20, and this is the second part. In the first part, we have revised till the French Revolution, okay? And as I told you, that in the next class, we are going to revise the World War and the Russian Revolution, okay? Now, the World War was again one of the examples in which we can see that all these major imperial powers, which used to control other weaker countries, after the war, they realized that democracy is the best form of government they must adopt. Now, what you must learn over here is the dates of the wars. The First World War was fought between the year 1914 and 18. Between that, we have Russian Revolution, which was fought in the year 1917. Okay. In the year 1991, USSR, which was a a combination of a lot of countries, in which what happened that all these countries got separated and they choose to become a democratic government. Okay, so First World War in 1914, Russian Revolution in the year 1917, and the dissolution of USSR in the year 1991. Okay, after the Russian Revolution, we had Second World War, which was fought between in the year 1939. Okay, so these are the things which you must remember and mark in your book also. And then we are going to talk about political science in depth. Now, political science in depth means that there are three forms of government which we have been reading since 600. We have dictatorship, monarchy, and democracy. Okay, so a country in which which is ruled by a king or queen is called as a monarchy. So this type of question may come into exams. Okay, democracy, you already know, we have been talking about democracy only. Dictatorship is one government in which there is the rule rests within the hands of a one person or a small group of people. That is dictatorship. Now, we have been talking about democracy, that how all these countries they choose to become democratic country. But why democracy? What are the essential features or characteristics of democracy? Here, all are given. First is the right to choose the representative lies with the people. Okay. Now here people are very important because they are choosing that who will become or form a government. Okay. Second is elections are held on the basis of universal adult franchise, UAF. Okay. Third is citizens also have the right to change or remove the government. I have asked one of the questions that tell me in which form of government citizens have the right to change or remove the government. Then the answer is democracy. Okay, so this type of question may come in exams. Elections are held at periodic interval. Periodic interval means, like in India, we have an interval of 5 years. Equality and justice are ensured to all citizens of the country. Citizens can use various platforms to voice their opinion. In democracy, if the people are not satisfied with the government or their decision making or any particular decision, then they can speak about it by the way of help of media or any platform which they have it. Okay. Now, what are the key features of democracy? The key features that enable the effective implementation of the democratic process are discussed below. In the decision-making mechanism, mechanism means that how, like a machinery works, does not works without an engine. So how does a democracy work? Democracy works with the three main important organs, that is legislature, executive, and judicial. Now, this part is very important because many questions can come from these part. Like, first of all, let's talk about legislature. Okay. Now, in legislature is also called as a law-making body. As the name suggests, law-making body. मतलब वो body जो कि law बनाती है, वो कौन सी है? Legislature. Then second line, in India the legislature is composed of two houses. Now exams में अगर question आता है that how many houses does our legislature have? Then two houses. Do not confuse because they are not asking about the organs of the government, but they are asking about the houses. How many houses does our legislature have? and it has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay. Then we have second organ, executive organ, which is also called as, which implement laws, which implement, जो कि लॉज को इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं. लॉ तो बन गए हैं लेजिस्लेचर में, पर उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करने का, एग्जीक्यूट करने का काम एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्गन में होता है. प्लेज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन डिसीजन मेकिंग. सो इसे हम डिसीजन मेकिंग ऑर्गन भी कह सकते हैं. And this executive is headed by the President of India. Okay. See, it is here. The President is the head of the executive of the Union of India, and he or she appoints the Prime Minister. That is another thing. But who is the head of the executive or the Union of India? President. So these type of question will come. Decision making word आता है, implement law आता है. That means they are talking about the executive organ. Okay, and who is the head of the executive? The President of India. Then the third organ is judiciary. Judiciary is also called as administrative justice. One organ which administers justice in accordance with the law is called as judiciary. Okay, so an organ, if an exams, this kind of question may come, that name one organ which administrates justice in accordance with the law is called as judiciary. Okay, so this is the one organ which controls the laws. Okay. And then we are going to talk about equality, and we are going to talk about justice and human dignity on Friday. Okay, so this much you must revise today. Mark all the important points which I have marked and keep on revising. It will hardly take 10 minutes for you to revise it. Okay, thank you so much.